Hello everybody and welcome back to Ryotcraft Infinity. It's been a little while since we've been on here and I've done a little bit of building up there behind us. It's a very industrial looking building, I think, and today we're going to be putting some machines in there. So that's what we're going to get on to soon, but first, if you haven't seen my recent colonist video, I've got a new laptop and I had a few problems with the sound recording on that, and actually I had a few problems with recording overall. I think I've sorted out those issues and I hope that this video comes to you with good sound, and even better, what I am trying to do on this one, and hopefully this does work, is this will hopefully be coming to you in 1080p 60 frames per second. Yep, I'm going to give that a go. So far it's recording okay. The next question is going to be whether we can edit it up. But let's get back into this view. Let's see what we're going to do today. We've got not much in here, but very industrial looking. And if we look in here, we've got a pile of stuff. So we're going to use a lot of this today. Might be able to tell a bit about what we're doing there. But yes, we're going to get on to some Ender.io. I've been getting a little bit of ores, and I've been mainly using the smeltery to double the ores and get my ingots and so on, but it is a pain to use a smeltery to do that. There are ways of automating the smeltery, but yeah, they're not very fun to set up, and they're not really that interesting, and it takes a lot of room, and I have heard that they can be laggy as well, so prefer not to use that, and Ender.io seems like a good option. So the first thing I am going to make is, and let's look this up, we need some power. So Stirling generators, a good early starter Ender.io power source. And if we look at this, I have got the things I need there. Come over here and to get 2 of them. I thought I had enough for 4. Oh, I didn't make enough basic gears. Okay, I have that. I need cobble. Just so happens that I've got quite a lot of cobble, and doesn't take too long to move around. It takes a while for my door to open, but not long for me to move around. Okay. That, I'm assuming, is lag between me and the server, not my recording. Because the frames seem to be going okay, so yep, I'll need 16 of those. And, well, let's just use the shift clicking on that to get it. Simple way to get them. And 2 more. Now, these I'm going to place down there. But these just take any kind of burnable material. I brought with me plenty of coal and also some extra coal blocks, but let's just, for the moment, we've got 4 of them, spread those out, drop some in. It'll start generating some power for us and make a fair bit of noise, which I'll definitely make sure that's not too loud in the video. The next thing we need is what I want to get is the capacitor thingamabob, the power storage. I want to get this level, but we need electrical steel for that, and double layers. We need pulverized coal, or coal dust, coal powder. Yeah, so we need some kind of pulverizer for that, and we are going to go for the sag mill, which is pretty basic. Now, machine chassis we're going to need a lot of, so let's get the stuff we need for that. It's just those, is it? Oh no, basic capacitors. That's right. Copper, redstone, and nuggets. We're actually going to need a lot of the basic capacitors too, so I'm just going to whip up a whole bunch of those to begin with. I need to convert some of that into nuggets. That's an awful lot of nuggets, but we'll probably get through them. 36 of the basic capacitors. Okay. So now that means that we should be able to get some of the machine frames. 8 for now. Oh, let's go the whole 16 for now. I could always make up more of the other materials that I need. I've got plenty of iron I can get to make more of the iron fences. So how are these going? They're whipping along, generating some power. They're going to fill up pretty quickly. So we need these things for sag mills. I was thinking of getting 2, double O output, and for the moment I'll just put those there. They're not going to stay there though. But we need to get some... wait, what do we need? Let's see. Let's go back, and we were wanting to get the capacitors. The capacitor bank, electrical steel. That's right. And a double layer capacitor, which needs pulverized coal. That's where we need the pulverized coal. Electrical steel also needs pulverized coal and silicon. Silicon isn't going to be hard to get. We're going to need alloy smelters, but we're wanting to make those anyway. So, silicon. I went and got some sand. There's a 50% drop rate of silicon from using the sag mill on sand, and we'll do that. We'll whip up some coal as well. Next thing. So to get this electrical steel, we need the alloy smeltery. So I've got some things together for that. Let's have a look at the recipe. Alloy, and we have more machine frames and that sort of stuff. I've got all of that, enough to make 2, and we can put those there for now. Except should probably put them up there to get power from the top ones. Yeah, because the other ones, these ones down here, will be using up power from there. For those up there, there'll be more power available. So, electrical steel. Again, we'll go back to what we're aiming to get. It's always good to work from the thing that you're aiming to get backwards. So we need electrical steel, the pulverized coal, silicon, and iron. Do I have more iron? Yes, I do. Okay. Silicon, pulverized coal. We want to put all of it in. It's in all. We'll do alloys only. This has got 3 modes on it. We've got the all smelting, where it will either do an alloy smelting of it, or alloys only, where it won't do normal smelting, or furnace only, which it acts just like a normal Minecraft furnace, or most other redstone furnaces and things like that. But we want to be in alloys only for the moment, and drop in some of these. Get ourselves some electrical steel. So that's that part of the equation. And we need... the other thing we're going to need pretty soon is a Yeta wrench, which also uses electrical steel, and in fact that will be what my first 3 pieces are going to go to. So is rather slow. I'm thinking maybe that's not what my first 3 pieces are going to go to, and I'm actually going to make a speed upgrade for that, which is, I mean, the double layer capacitor thingy. That one. We need 2 of those. Oh, this doesn't use electrical steel anyway. It's just for coal dust. Energetic alloy. Glowstone, gold, and redstone. Okay. Redstone, glowstone, and gold. Okay. Let's get that going up here. Put in alloys only. Redstone, gold, glowstone. And that will whip that up. We've got 3 of those. I made myself an extra iron gear before. So the Yeta wrench is a very good handy tool. Obviously for End.io, but it can be used with most of the other things that require wrenches, like those tanks and so on. And it's got different modes where you can change mode by holding down shift and rolling your mouse wheel. So it's got this one which will show you power conduits around. This one's a redstone conduits. That one's liquids maybe. That one's the item transfer. That one might be ME. And then it just shows you everything. Yeah, I will get more to that later. But for now, what have we got? We've got ourselves a bit more silicon. We will probably need some more, so let's just drop another stack of sand in there. I made this very nice excavator to go grab some sand. Thanks to Zog for the Enderium, by the way. And yeah, it just rips through deserts like nobody's business. So that's awesome. And small pulverized coal. I will probably need more of that. Do we have a couple of those? And the double layer capacitor. Now, if I put that in there, you'll see that the power drops by 2. It can now hold twice as much power. It will also run at twice the speed. I think it's twice the speed anyway. But as you can see, it's actually ripping along pretty well there now. Getting more of the electrical steel, sorry. And yeah, I think almost ready to start working on some capacitors. So, what do we need for capacitors? Let's go back to that recipe again. Capacitor 4 of the double layer capacitors. Okay. And the block of redstone. Well, we've got the block of redstone plenty here. In fact, I'll actually use all of those to make these, because I'm planning to make these whole back wall into a huge battery. I'm going to have to speed up this top one, which I can do, so let's just do that. It might be easier if I just search for End.io, then everything's on the same page. Here we go. Okay, I can make another one of those. I won't make another one yet, but if I drop that in there, it will speed up a lot as well. And there we go. The next thing we're going to need is, once we've got these batteries going, we're going to have to get some power conduits. So let's get that going while we're waiting for things to happen. So first tier, conductive iron. It's pretty easy to make. It's just iron and redstone. But it does only carry 640 RF. And the second tier is not that much harder to get. I mean, energetic alloy, we're already making that. My machines have just all stopped. might have been a power situation there. So energetic alloy, not a problem making more of that, and the conduit binder. Need the conduit composite, gravel, sand, and clay. I have with me gravel, sand, and... Did I keep some more sand? Oh, that's all gone. That's all gone. Oh, it's just run out of some of the items. But as I said, I did get some extra sand the other day. Open the chest, and plenty of sand, so that's not going to be a problem. It's funny how I've put in steps here, and I'm probably going to fly up here every single time I come up. But that just seems to be the way you do things when you can. Let's do this in an interesting way. I'm assuming this will work. Show you this excavator. Pretty quick. It's very nice. And onto here, the conduit binder composite. That'll be plenty for now, and let's just take all that out. I think this is just furnace mode that needs to go into, and I'll do that. Well, I might take a break here for a second while I whip up the ingredients that we need for, well, both the cables and for the capacitors, and then I'll be right back with you. And welcome back. Well, now I'm pretty sure I have what I need to make our first 4 of these capacitors. So let's have a look. And I do. And this is going to be good because in this way it's actually going to link up all of these. I mean, all of them are going to be transferring power into here, which is slowly going to be loading up. I've got space for 20 million RF. That's not bad for a start. Once we've got the whole wall done, that should be 8 times that. So as we're looking at about 160 million RF. Yep. So that's a start. We're going to go much bigger in the end. Not necessarily with these, but we're going to go much bigger. So now we've got those. It's going to come in handy because one of the things I was noticing about the smelters in particular was I was getting very strapped for power because they were each just joined on to one of these, and the furnace just wasn't being able to keep up. I even put the next tier of capacitor in there, the octadic capacitor, which isn't that hard to make. Got double layer capacitors. Vibrant alloy is just energetic alloy and an ender pearl. Got plenty of ender pearls at the moment. And then, yeah, glowstone. Not a problem at all. So I did that, but now we need the cabling. Is this a little bit of cabling? It's going to take me a while to get the rest of these capacitors put in, but for now we'll lay some cabling out here. And to be honest, the Ender IO cabling is my favourite out of any of the cabling in Minecraft, and it all is based around the fact that you can see the size of that. Well, you can have multiple cables within the same block space. You can have a power cable, you can have an item cable, redstone, and probably even ME cable, and what's the other one? Liquids, all going within the same block space and all connecting to different machines and so on. They also have, and let's see if I can remember, right click, yep, different colours to go on. I'm not sure if that makes much difference for the power. It's a signal colour. That's probably just a redstone. Did I? No. Yeah, but the item ones in particular, you can have different channels that the items can go on, and that makes things a lot easier with filtering and sorting and so on. I might build an early item sorting system using Ender.io. It's not very hard at all, so that might be a thing I do. I'll just lay out the rest of these cables along here. This won't be the final configuration of this. Not 100% sure what the final configuration will be at this point, but this won't be it. So, an alloy smelter there, and for now I'll put a actually, for now, since I am going to get short on materials and want to smelt up a lot, let's do this. If I put those two there, and shift right click to get rid of these, by the way, get rid of these. If I then take my sag mills, put them up above, and lay another lot of cable along the top, then I'll be able to, as a early setup for doing ore processing, I can just have this feed downwards like so. That's input. I want the output to go down, and this is a nice interface as well for being able to say where things go. So the output's going to go down on there, and I can do exactly the same thing on this one. Put its output down there, and it's going to push automatically into the machine below. I don't know whether I have to set an input on this to do it. I guess I can have a quick look. Those still have double layer capacitors. Okay, well, let's go get a little bit of ore. Something I'm getting short on all the time is actually copper. So, something you usually don't think about that you use much at all. Now, the problem is that I'm going... all smelting. That should be okay. Okay, so I whack that in there. It's going to drop it in there, or double it, and it's going to go straight down into here. And that is working a treat. So now I can pretty quickly get myself some more copper. And what else am I going to need more of? Lots of things. But let's go on to the next thing that I like in Ender.io. And this is going to be the last item for today. I'll do a bit more building out of this and setting it up off camera. But the last item of today is going to be the experience obelisk. And where is it? There it is. Experience obelisk. So to do that, we need solarium, an experience rod, and a machine chassis. Experience rod, solarium, energetic alloy. So we've got we've got one energetic alloy. Is that all we needed? Yeah, so just for one. Well, that's good. So solarium. We need blocks. We don't have those. Gold and soul sand. Do we still have gold left? Yes, and we need some soul sand. So let's just whip up 9 of them since that's how many gold I've got. I'm not putting it in there. We're in all smelting mode. I'll go to alloys and put that and that in. And that will quickly... Oh! What's happened here? Oh! Secondary outputs. Yeah, that's one of the things that sag mills can do, have a secondary output of something else, and that gold that comes from pulverizing copper was holding up the whole system. Something you have to kind of build into this. So this obviously isn't going to be my final setup. There's going to be a temporary buffer in between that's going to then hold things like that so that we don't have that kind of issue. And we've got our solarium. We will... I think I've got everything I need except for space in my inventory, so drop those in there. Don't need the copper right now, and get rid of all of that. And we are going to make ourselves an experience obelisk. So that was this to get the experience rod, and that you can right click on a fluid tank containing liquid XP to gain levels, or shift right click to transfer levels. Okay, that sounds pretty good, but the obelisk is much better. And here we go. So I'm not going to put it up here with the other Ender.io stuff, machine stuff. It will go with, if I make the enchanter, it will go with that. But yeah, for now I'll go place it inside my house, which is all getting a bit of a mess, by the way. I'll place it there. So now here I can store one level, so I can put one of my levels here. So if you see, if I go plus, you'll notice my levels go down by 1. This goes up by a lot further. Now, the reason for that, and the reason why I want to be able to store my XP here, is that as you get experience levels, the amount of experience you actually need to get to go up to the next level goes up. So that topmost level I stored was actually worth about 21 levels. So I've managed to get a whole lot of experience over time, and I can store all 68 levels there. Now, if I want to, say, enchant something, all I've got to do is come over here, grab 30 levels, just like that, and it's dropped it down just a little bit. And go enchant something, come back, grab the next 30 levels. And that way, you can be much more sparing on your XP. You can also pipe XP in and out of this, so it's handy in that way too. I went on a bit of a explore the other day with Shakira. She took me out to go exploring around the area, and we got a few different things. One of the things that she actually gave me was a golden bag of holding, because inventory kept on filling up. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Didn't mean to click on the bed. But here we go. Got a whole lot of random stuff and some frames. I'm curious about getting into bees. I've only ever done bees once before, and that was in Agrarian Skies. We're definitely going to use these, by the way, the spawners. In Agrarian Skies, we had to do the bees on that. I'm not sure whether I'll get into it or not very soon, though. There are a few people doing bees on the server. If you're interested in seeing some, there's Lilac and Zog. I'm not sure how much of them they're doing right now, but yeah, go check them out. Their links will be down in the bottom, like everyone else on the server. But for today, that's going to be all, and I hope that you had a great time watching. I'll bring you back next time, show you all the stuff that's changed up there, and we'll hopefully be getting into doing a quarry. That would be my my next goal, I think. Getting a quarry going, getting lots of resources, because I've still got my big builds I want to do, and without the resources, you just can't get into them. No. So, have a great week, and thank you for watching, and see you later. Bye!